She texted me from a bar. This guy just bought me a drink. Should I give him my number? I replied, definitely. Then I changed the locks on our apartment. Her drunk calls from the sidewalk at 3 a.m. went straight to voicemail. I, 28 male, honestly thought Jessa, 26, and I were solid. 3 years together, living in my apartment for the last 18 months. Sure, things had gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable, but I never saw this coming. Last Friday night was supposed to be girls' night. Her friend Cora was going through a breakup, needed support, totally understood. I stayed home, ordered pizza, caught up on shows. Normal Friday when your girlfriend has plans. Then at 11:23 p.m., I get this text. Jessa, OMG, this guy at the bar is so hot and he just bought me a drink. Should I give him my number? Lol. I stared at my phone. Read it 3 times. My girlfriend of 3 years was asking permission to give her number to some random dude at a bar. The dots appeared. She was typing more. Jessa, he's like a lawyer or something. Drives a Tesla. Cora says I should talk to him more. Me, after about 30 seconds. Definitely. Wait, really? Yeah. Go for it. The best babe. Love him. Love me? While asking to give her number to another man? The disrespect was astronomical. I sat there for maybe 5 minutes, just processing. Then something shifted. Clarity. If she thought this was acceptable, we were done. But she'd learned that when she got home. Got up, found my toolbox. Had a new doorknob set I'd bought months ago when the old one was sticking. Never got around to installing it. Well, tonight seemed perfect. Took me about an hour to change both locks. Watched a YouTube tutorial twice to make sure I did it right. By 12:45 a.m., done. Her tea was now useless. Went through the apartment. Her stuff was everywhere. Clothes, makeup, that collection of succulents she insisted on buying but never watered. Didn't touch any of it yet. Just wanted to secure my space first. Grabbed a beer, sat back down. Phone buzzed. Jessa. Heading to after party. Might be late, don't wait up. Didn't reply. Let her have her fun with Tesla guy. Around 2 a.m. finally went to bed. Put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Whatever happened next could wait until morning. Woke up at 7 a.m. to my phone going absolutely mental. 31 missed calls. The voicemails were something. 3 a.m. Babe, my key isn't working. Did you change the locks? This isn't funny. Please let me in, it's cold and my phone is dying. Are you serious right now because I talked to some guy? You're such a child. This is my home too. I'm calling the cops, this is illegal. Please, I'm sorry, just let me in. The last one was at 4:02 a.m. Guess she found somewhere else to crash. Update 1 Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Doorbell starts ringing nonstop. Check the peephole. Jessa, looking rough. Mascara smeared, hair a mess, same clothes from last night. She's with Cora and some guy I don't recognize. Probably Tesla dude. Open the door but keep the chain on. Jessa, let me in right now. Me, no. You can't lock me out. I live here. You lived here, past tense, and you're not on the lease. Tesla guy steps forward. He's exactly what you'd expect. Polo shirt, boat shoes, that entitled smirk. Hey man, this is getting out of hand. Just let her get her stuff and we can all move on. We? Who's we? I don't know you. I'm Bryce, and you're being pretty immature about this whole situation. Bryce, the guy who bought my girlfriend drinks last night, is lecturing me about maturity? She said you guys were basically broken up. I looked at Jessa. She couldn't meet my eyes. Me, interesting. Jessa, when did we break up? Before or after you texted asking if you should give him your number? Cora jumps in. She was drunk. It didn't mean anything. Drunk texts are honest texts, Cora. Can we please just talk about this inside? No, you made your choice at that bar. You literally asked my permission to cheat. I gave it. Now deal with the consequences. Jessa starts crying again. Where am I supposed to go? Maybe Bryce has room in his Tesla. This is ridiculous. She has tenant rights. She's not a tenant. She's a guest who overstayed her welcome. No lease, no mail in her name here, no tenant rights. This was actually true. I'd looked it up that morning. Since she'd never officially changed her address and wasn't on any paperwork, she was considered a guest. I need my stuff. I'll pack it. You can pick it up Monday at noon, from the lobby. Bring boxes. Slammed the door. They stood outside yelling for another 10 minutes before building security showed up and made them leave. But here's where it gets juicy. Jessa's mom, Rita, starts blowing up my phone. This woman who'd always been sweet to me turned into a straight-up demon. Rita, how dare you throw my daughter out like trash? Me, she threw herself out when she asked to give her number to another man. She was drunk, it was harmless flirting. Harmless? She brought him to my door this morning. Rita, you're a controlling, insecure little boy. And your daughter's a cheater. Guess we're all disappointed. She threatened lawyers, police, even said she'd come over herself. I told her she'd be trespassing and hung up. But Jessa wasn't done with the entitlement yet. Update 2 Sunday morning. Wake up to find out Jessa's been busy. Posted all over social media about how I kicked her out with nowhere to go and changed the locks while she was out with friends. Conveniently left out the whole asking for permission to cheat part. Her friends were eating it up. Comments about toxic masculinity, controlling behavior, red flags. One of them even started a hashtag, Justice for Jessa. Time to set the record straight. Posted a single screenshot. Her text asking if she should give Bryce her number, with my definitely response. Caption, when your girlfriend asks permission to cheat, believe them the first time. The comment section exploded. Suddenly her supporters got real quiet. Some started deleting their comments. Beautiful. But Jessa doubled down. Posted that I manipulated the situation and took things out of context. Said I was emotionally abusive and had isolated her from friends. That's when her coworker Destiny reached out to me privately. Destiny, hey, just thought you should know. Jessa's been talking about Bryce for weeks. They've been flirting at our gym. She called him her backup plan at last week's happy hour. Weeks. This wasn't a drunk mistake. This was calculated. Destiny sent screenshots of their group chat. Jessa discussing how Bryce was marriage material, while I was just comfortable for now. How she was waiting for the right moment to make her move. One message stood out. I'll test the waters this weekend. If me gets mad, I'll play victim. If he doesn't care, I know it's over. She literally planned this as a test. Either way, she won. Posted those screenshots too. Her narrative imploded. Monday came. Had all her stuff packed in trash bags, ran out of boxes, not my problem. Brought him down to the lobby at noon. She showed up with Bryce, her mom, and her brother Paulie. Paulie tried to act tough. You're lucky I don't beat your ass for disrespecting my sister. Me, your sister disrespected herself. I just refused to participate. She deserves compensation. 3 years of her life wasted. Wasted? She lived rent-free for it. If anyone deserves compensation, it's me. Bryce, trying to be the hero. Just be a man and give her what's fair. Fair? Jessa, you owe me approximately $27,000 in back rent. Want to settle up? That's not, you can't. I have receipts for every month you lived here rent-free, every grocery trip I paid for, every vacation I funded. Should we itemize? Silence. They took the bags and left, but not before Rita muttered something about me dying alone. Me, better alone than with a cheater. Update 3 Tuesday night. Things got weird. Started getting food deliveries I didn't order. Pizza, Chinese, Indian, all cash on delivery. Had to turn away 5 different drivers. Petty, but whatever. Then came the Craigslist ads. My phone started ringing off the hook. Apparently, someone posted that I was giving away a free 65-inch TV. First come, first serve. Had to deal with angry people showing up at all hours. The worst? Someone signed me up for every MLM and timeshare presentation in existence. My email was flooded, but the real low blow came Wednesday. My landlord called. Landlord, I got a complaint about noise and unauthorized occupants. Me, that's ridiculous. Landlord, I know, but I also got a call from someone claiming to be your girlfriend, saying you illegally evicted her. Me, she was never on the lease. You know this. I do, but she's threatening to involve housing authorities. Makes things complicated. This could actually cause problems. Time to play offense instead of defense. Called my buddy who works in IT security. Asked him to trace where the Craigslist posts came from. Took him about an hour. Dude, they were posted from a coffee shop, but the email used was created from an IP that traces back to an apartment complex. Bryce's apartment complex. Got the proof I needed. Filed a police report for harassment and cyberstalking. The officer was surprisingly helpful when I showed him everything, the texts, The posts, the false advertisements. Officer, this is actually pretty serious. Do you want to press charges? Me, I want it documented. If it escalates, then yes. He said he'd pay Jessa a visit to warn her about the consequences of harassment. The visit must have happened Thursday because suddenly everything stopped. No more deliveries, no more ads, no more complaints to my landlord. But Friday brought the ultimate entitlement move. Update 4 Friday evening, 6 p.m. Doorbell rings. It's Jessa. Alone, dressed up like she's going on a date, tight dress, full makeup, the works. Me, through the door, what do you want? Jessa, can we talk? Please. Just 5 minutes. We have nothing to discuss. I made a mistake. Bryce isn't who I thought he was. Of course, Tesla boy showed his true colors. Not my problem. Please, he's been talking to other girls. The whole time, he was just using me. The irony was delicious. So you're upset that the guy you tried to cheat with was cheating? It wasn't cheating. We weren't together when I gave him my number. We weren't? When did we break up? Jessa, when you said definitely, that was you ending things. No, that was me giving you exactly what you asked for. You wanted his number? You got it. You wanted him? You got him. Now you deal with him. She started crying. But these weren't sad tears. These were angry, frustrated tears. You knew I was drunk. You should have stopped me. You're an adult. Your choices are your own. I gave you 3 years. Me, and threw them away for a Tesla ride. She tried another angle. Cora said you'd take me back, that you're just hurt and need time. Cora's wrong. I'll do anything. Therapy, whatever you want. What I want is for you to leave. Then she played her final card. I'm pregnant. I laughed. Actually laughed. Me, no, you're not. How would you know? Because you had your period 2 weeks ago. You complained about cramps for 3 days. Unless Bryce has super sperm, you're lying. Her face went red. Caught. Fine, but I could have been. Me, with whose baby? Mine or Bryce's? Because if you're trying to baby trap someone, pick one guy and stick with it. She stood there for a moment, then her mask completely dropped. You know what? Screw you. You were never good enough anyway. Small apartment, basic job, no ambition. Bryce showed me what I was missing. Then go be with Bryce. I can't. He ghosted me after you called the cops. There it was. The real reason she was here. Not love, not regret, just nowhere else to go. Me, sounds like a you problem. Goodbye, Jessa. She screamed something about me being pathetic before storming off. Final update. It's been a month now. Here's where everyone ended up. Jessa moved back in with her parents. Rita called me last week, apologizing. Apparently, Jessa pulled the same "I'm talking to another guy" stunt on Bryce, and he dumped her immediately. Rita finally saw the pattern. Rita. I'm sorry for what I said. She's been doing this since high school, always keeping one foot out the door. Didn't make me feel better, but at least someone finally held her accountable. Bryce? Posted on Instagram 2 weeks later with a different girl. Captioned it, "Upgrade complete." Jessa commented a bunch of angry emojis before he blocked her. She went nuclear on social media about narcissistic men, but everyone had already seen the screenshots. No sympathy left. Cora actually reached out to apologize. Said she didn't know about Jessa's backup plan scheme. We're not friends, but she was decent about it. Destiny from Jessa's work? We grabbed coffee to laugh about the drama. Turns out Jessa had been banned from their gym for harassing Bryce's new girlfriend. She also got written up at work for spending too much time on personal calls, crying to anyone who'd listen. The best part? Last week I got a text from an unknown number. "Hey, this is Amy. I matched with Bryce on an app and he mentioned you. Said you saved him from a crazy ex? Want to grab a beer and share war stories?" Turns out Amy dated Jessa's ex from college. Small world. Jessa had pulled the same "this guy is texting me, what should I do" game with him too. It's literally her move. As for me, apartment's never been more peaceful. Started dating someone new, Teresa from my running club. Told her the whole story on our 3rd date. She laughed and said, "So you're telling me you take out the trash when it starts stinking?" Green flag. Looking back, the red flags were everywhere. The way she'd always mention other guys' accomplishments. How she'd joke about having options, the constant need for attention and validation. The text wasn't a drunk mistake. It was a manipulation tactic that finally backfired. She expected me to fight for her, to beg, to prove my worth against Bryce. Instead, I just agreed and let her have exactly what she claimed to want. Sometimes the best revenge isn't elaborate. It's just letting people have exactly what they think they want, then watching them realize what they lost. Jessa wanted Tesla guy, she got him. For about 2 weeks. Now she's got neither of us, living at home at 26, banned from a gym, and becoming a cautionary tale in her own friend group. Me? I've got peace, self-respect, and a girlfriend who thinks asking permission to cheat is the dumbest thing she's ever heard. Win-win. Oh, and yes, changing the locks while she was out was 100% legal. Checked with a lawyer friend afterward. Since she wasn't on the lease, received no mail there, and had no formal rental agreement, she was legally a guest. Hotels can lock out guests, and so could I. To anyone reading this, if your partner tests you by threatening other options, let them go. They're showing you who they are. Believe them. Edit. For everyone asking, no, I don't regret it. The only thing I regret is not seeing it sooner. When someone shows you they have one foot out the door, don't beg them to stay. Open the door wider and lock it behind them.